Bobby, obviously, coming off the Toronto FC game, we saw what happened in Ottawa earlier in the year, after a big Canadian Championship results. How important is it to shift that focus back to the league and underline the mentality that the only big game really for this team is the next one coming up?
Yeah, I think that's something we always have in this group. We shift gears, we shift mentality quite quick. That last time it was a little bit different. It's a day less. It's a lot of different factors. In this one, I think you take the lessons from before. You make sure that your concentration levels are ready. We're playing a team that's coming off the exact same thing as well in Pacific, them playing midweek against Vancouver. So I think that from that end, it's pretty even. For us, the midweek game is gone. It's out of the way. That's finished. Like with every other game, once it's done, you move forward. And this one becomes the next most important game on the schedule.
And I think it's 10 matches now at home in all competitions. You guys have scored at Tim Hortons Field. What does that say about the way the club likes to play at home and also the success you've had this year in doing that?
Yeah, we obviously scoring goals is usually a byproduct of good process, good football, and good things, and good players as well. We try and make sure, or at least we try and make sure that it doesn't just come from random situations. So we're very happy with where we are and how we're attacking and doing things. Defensively, we always need to be better, of course. But we've been scoring goals, and that's the hardest thing to do in this game. So we hope to be able to keep that up. Because if you can put up games with multiple goals, you're always going to give yourself a better chance to win.
And you'll obviously do that against a Pacific team that, we kind of have seen what they are this year. They still remain, one of the most, if not the most difficult team to score on in this league. How much of a challenge will that be for your group on Sunday?
Yeah, they're a team that's obviously switched gears a little bit from what we've seen in the past and very resolute in how they defend and sit in a lower block and counter opportunities going forward. You see that last week's game where they've gone and played in Ottawa a little bit there. But you're coming into Tim Hortons Field. It's the largest field in the league, so there's a little bit more space to cover, and we need to be smart in how we use that. So it's a team who plays most of their games on the smallest field in the league. So, it's these little things that you need to know, and you need to know how to manipulate and how to use it to your advantage, because even a big field can become small if you don't do the right things. So I think that's one thing we're aware of. We've discussed in here. And we got to go out there and we got to be sharp on both sides of the ball because, they've shown a great ability to close teams down and limit opportunities throughout the season. So we know that's going to be a big challenge.
And you guys finally have Alaman here. Hopefully, this is one of the last questions you get asked about this. But yeah, obviously, he returned to training. Will he be available for Sunday's game?
Yeah, I think it's something we're discussing internally right now. Obviously, you want to bring guys in the right moments and make sure they're ready. There's nothing to rush at this moment, but he's looked good. We're happy to have him here. He's full of smiles as usual. He's running like the wind as usual, but we just got to make sure everything is good before we throw him into the fire. And once we've got him, Nana Ampoma is doing very well too in his whole preparation of being in here. Once we're able to add those two guys in, it makes our team also a little bit different, increases the depth in the group, and we're looking forward to it.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Bobby. Really appreciate this. That's all from me.
Thank you.
Hamilton! Hamilton!